much like the times of the Tower of Babel, when mankind tried to defeat God himself by the use of building technology, right? It seems like there's a mad race right now to do the same, but just on a different front, by employing this technology of artificial intelligence in pursuit of creating a living, sentient being, in pursuit of, in so many words, of becoming God. But as we have learned, Hashem doesn't want us to be God-like, but he wants us to be godly, right? We are not here to seek power and control. That's sort of what led to the eating from the fruit from the tree. That is Hashem's domain. We are here to emulate Hashem's attributes of love and kindness and compassion. Hashem doesn't want us to seek to replace him, but to come close to him and partner with him in a relationship with him, to channel his light and his love and his compassion into the world. And we see in these portions that, what happens to man when he thinks he's God, right? In a very real way, that's what the entire chapter of our history in the cauldron of Egyptian slavery is about, right? Hashem's methodical and calculating humbling of the arrogant. Mashpil ge'im, humbling of the arrogant. Plague by plague, Hashem deconstructs and disabuses Pharaoh and the entire Egyptian society and theology of the ridiculous beliefs, right? Of Pharaoh, of his belief that he himself is a god. So thoroughly is Pharaoh humbled that in the end he's really just left this empty and broken man, but a humbled man, which is quite an asset. And now I see that other people are taking pictures of the screen. That's pretty cool. Anyways, so as mankind approaches this pinnacle level of becoming godlike to the degree where we don't even know what to expect, that is when the greatest revelation of light and truth comes. And by the way, whether I'm right or wrong about all the details of this analysis, I think we all feel like momentum is definitely building. Like something is happening here. Things are starting to shake on so many different levels. And man is advancing technology out of nothingness, while at the same time, we are coming closer to global nuclear war than any of us can ever remember. Right? What did Einstein say? He said something like, I don't know what World War III will look like, but one thing I can tell you is that World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. Right? It feels like we're getting there. We're on the verge of huge, unimaginable breakthroughs that will either bring peace and plenty and security to mankind or total destruction and nuclear annihilation. And I think we can see the potential and the capacity to go both ways. Who knows how many months we are away from being able to just write, ChatGPT, please give us the equation for sustainable fusion so that all of mankind has unlimited, safe, clean, and sustainable energy. That could happen. Or ChatGPT, go ahead and launch the nukes. That could happen too. So if there's ever a time that we really need Mashiach, I think it would be now. And that is actually when Mashiach tends to come. Mashiach comes because we see as a rule of nature and rule throughout history, right? The winter is coldest right before the end of the winter. The night is darkest right before dawn. When something is about to be defeated, it fights back with its greatest strength. And we see this in our portion, right? Moshe goes to Pharaoh to redeem the nation and free them from slavery. And what happened instead? Pharaoh increases their labor, right? They need to collect their own straw. Their suffering is greater than ever before. And Moshe says to Pharaoh, Lama herota la'am hazeh. Right? Moshe returned to Pharaoh and said, my Lord, not to Pharaoh, to Hashem, I wrote that wrong. My Lord, why have you done evil to this people? Why have you sent me? From the time I came to Pharaoh to speak in your name, he did evil to this people, but you did not rescue this people. And what occurred immediately after this increase in persecution and suffering and darkness? What happened immediately after this amplification of the darkness? The light of redemption begins to shine. Right? Va'ata, now you will see what I will do to Egypt.